Man. Alan Watts talks about there's two types of enlightened people. There's a bodhisattva and a bodhi something. All right, I can't remember the exact words, but basically, there's two things that happen usually when someone gets enlightened. They either try to teach this and spread it to others, right? This truth about reality and about beingness and everything. And then there's the people that just kind of go off back and doing what they were doing before, but just in an enlightened state. And so, an example of the second one. Have you read the book, The Way of the Peaceful Warrior?
No. Sounds dope.
Read it. It's a
Okay.
story format. It's in a story format, so it's like a story. Um, I'm not gonna say much about it except for there's the main character's name's Socrates. The main character's name is Dan Millman, but he comes across a guy named Socrates, and the guy works at a gas station. And I'll just leave it at that. And it's just a whole journey, and it's like path to enlightenment, and it's really good. There's actually a section in there
Cool.
that I do want to share that relates to porn, if that's okay.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
Okay, so essentially, so like Socrates is putting Dan through the ringer of like this trials and tribulations. Kind of like you see in the line the guy, and like they test the guy, they test the person, they give him koans, and basically try to like destroy their ego, right? Who they think they are. And so Socrates has been doing this to Dan. He's like getting him to like meditate in front of a rock for like 8 hours, sitting on a rock. He's like having him like quit all this like negative habits, wake up early in the morning, meditate, like all this stuff, right? And then one day, Dan walks into the gas station and he sees Socrates there smoking a cigarette and drinking gin. And Dan's like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, you're sitting here telling me to do this, this, and this, that, and that, right?" And Socrates is all calm. He takes a puff of his cigarette, puts it on the ashtray. He goes, "Dan, let me tell you a story." Like, he's like,
Mhm.
um, a guy once went to Buddha, his mother and his child, and said, Buddha, or was it Gandhi? I'm not sure. You got to read the book, but one of the enlightened beings. And he's like, "I need
Yeah.
you to help me get my son off his sugar. He's eating too much sugar." And he goes, "Come back to me in 2 weeks." And so the mom comes back in 2 weeks, and and the son comes up to him, and Buddha goes, "Stop eating sugar." And she's like, "Why'd you take 2 weeks to do that?" Like, he goes, "I had to stop eating sugar myself first." Right?
Mm.
So that's the first thing. And then the second thing Socrates says, he goes, "Dan, when I drink this lovely gin, when I smoke this cigarette, I am well aware of what this is going to do to me. And I'm going to take actions the following day to counteract these measures. I do it consciously. You do it impulsively. You do it off compulsion. And you do it despite the consequences. You continue to do it.
Hmm.
That's the difference between me and you. So whatever you do, like if you've ever heard of the priest that would think of praying while having sex with his wife and think of having sex with his wife while praying.
No.
That's basically how people are, Luke. It's like we're never
Mm.
fully engrossed into one thing consciously. And so when it comes to porn, when it comes to masturbation, now I argue that porn is bad and that we shouldn't go to it. But the biggest problem is not the porn itself, it is the compulsion to do it. And it is doing it despite the
Hmm.
consequences, right? And so like you can have a drink of alcohol if you want. You can smoke a cigarette, but don't beat yourself up the next day saying, "Oh, why did I do that? I shouldn't have done that," and get all mad about yourself. Like, be well aware that this is harming your body. You see what I mean? But
Mm.
people drink like just to drink, right? To fit in, to numb their emotions, to whatever, right? They're not doing it to enjoy it. You see what I'm saying here?
Yeah. Mm.